I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Jaguars are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Dolphins offense that knows they'll be challenged. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. State alum, Jay Ajayi. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
2nd down following the run. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll need to get, and with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So the play clock's running down. They run with Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he caught it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close to come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. 3rd down here. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Back deep, Rashad Green. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Bortles. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, it's Yeldon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Jags grab it. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Yeldon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Bortles. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Christian Jones in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Time to step aside. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Dolphins have a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles now to throw. Brian Orakpo coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And this one complete to Julius Thomas. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. That's taken at around the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Dolphins are going to get a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Here we go. Black 58. Check 50.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Steps away to his left. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of... Coach decided 3 was enough.
So the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And they'll go play action with McCarron. He's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 51 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
McCarron, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And that'll make it 13-7. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
First down carry now for Yeldon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to, we'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch it now, boys. All right, here we go. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Leopard.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bortles being chased out left. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Bortles, that's caught at the 3. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They go again now with Zenner. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it?
You